Tonight, on the Bubblecast, the 2024 WNBA final stage is set. The Minnesota Lynx will face the New York Liberty. The guys also will recap the sensational upset Saturday in college football and give analyst for so far the NFL game of the year between Ravens versus Bengals. We will also cap the exciting highlights in sports with the top 3 bubble plays of the week. This and more tonight on the Bubblecast, unbiased, unfiltered, and unleashed with D and E.
What's up, fam? Bubblecast Nation, man. With your host, D.
Boy, Big Money E, what's happening?
Let's get right into it, people, man. Got a short week for today. Get into the top plays of the week.
The Bubblecast top 3 best moments of the week. At number 3, the Atlanta Falcons overtime kill.
5-yard line. Robinson is the back. Mooney moving. That's fired. That's caught. And that is Hodge. And Hodge is going to take it to the end zone. The most improbable win for the Atlanta Falcons.
At number 2, Lamar Action Jackson. At number 1, congratulations Vanderbilt.
What a crazy week in sports, man. God damn. I know a lot of people say, how the hell is Action Jackson, that play against the Bengals, not number 1? But hey, it was a lot of upsets in college football.
Yeah, I was trying the same thing, man. I'm like, okay, that should have been like top 3, you know what I'm saying, at the top. I put Vanderbilt at the top, man. Upset, but at the end of the day, man, that play with Action Jackson, bro, that was a surprising play.
Yep.
But and number 2 was cool, man, because Vandy did pull out an upset, so I can agree with the number 1 pick, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at that
one. You know, and everybody thought the whole stadium in that Bengals arena got excited. He snapped the fumble, about to get sacked, and said, "Bam!" Still throwing that dude, man.
Hey, man, that shit was crazy. When I watched it live, bro, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, damn, this dude, like, I'm talking about, man, Michael Vick 2.0, man, coming about that pocket, but Michael Vick ain't never did that before. Yeah, I was like, damn, man, Houdini for real.
Yeah, man, a lot of upsets in college football. Number 1, Alabama goes down. Tennessee goes down. USC goes down.
Big time,
Miami,
bro.
Yep, Miami on the one that said, not today, boy. Miami stormed back.
Hey, man, that Alabama loss knocked them all the way down to 7, man. Texas now took the number 1 spot, so it helped Georgia out because, you know, that caught a big upset on Georgia, too, man, which we started slow. You know what I'm saying? Alabama took advantage of it, which they did what they supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? We lost the fast score. It is what it is, but now y'all blow us. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good.
It all evens out, man. A lot of people saying, hey, it had to take a miracle to make that 6-game expansion more even out. And it showed up happening, goddamn. No one expected Alabama, who they dominated Vanderbilt occasionally. I mean, not even close games.
Yes, and man, I was surprised, man, that Vandy just came out on fire like that. They hit Alabama number the whole game. I'm like, man, I don't know if you watched a similar situation, man, what happened between Kentucky and Georgia a few weeks ago.
Yeah, but
when you know what I'm saying Kentucky came out hot, man. They was on Georgia ass the whole game. I'm like, Georgia ended up putting it out, but at the end of the day, man, you know, you don't want to put yourself in a situation like that, man. I don't know if these guys didn't prepare for these guys or what. You know
different way.
what I'm saying? You know, and when they play like that towards team they feel like they can beat, they don't prepare for them good. You know what I'm saying? And then when they get out there, man, they get upset. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't think Alabama prepared themselves for Vanderbilt. You know what I'm saying? They new to the SEC. You know what I'm saying? But then at the end of the day, you gonna sit up there, you sleep on these guys, and then guess what happened? That's what happened. You got upset. You know what I'm saying? So now you at number 7. Now you got to work your way back up to the at least 4 or 3.
Yep, and Nick Saban didn't do anything, even though he's not the coach. He felt like he had to let it be known. No one fears Vanderbilt. This is the one place you can go to, and basically said it's an easy win. You know, and them kids use that. They use it as motivation and showed it out on every play. I mean, Bama had no answer.
Shit, man, I guarantee a lot of guys parlay messed up. I know they in there crying. They lost that
Oh,
money. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody put Vanderbilt over no Alabama. I didn't even do that. So if I put my money, I would have been crying my damn self. So I know ain't nobody got the, you know, they crying, bro. I'm telling you, that was a major upset. You know what I'm saying? What it was, Tennessee too?
the Tennessee too.
Yeah, they lost. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, shit, man, a lot of parlay got messed up this weekend.
You know, and speaking of upsets, man, the WNBA finals. Who would have thought we would have the Minnesota Lynx facing the New York Liberty? I mean, that fever. I'm sorry, I'm thinking about my the future goat, but
Yeah, you worry about Caitlin Clark a lot. You can't even get the team right. Look at you.
the Liberty just had everything and more to stop the Aces. No one saw that coming. I mean, Aja Wilson, I mean, MVP, unanimous MVP. I mean, she did it what she could, but they was ready for it. I mean, Stewie and Sabrina was like, not today. We ready. We want all the smoke. They went out there and dominated.
Yeah, man. You know, they had to get that payback from last year finals, bro. You know what I'm saying? They knocked them out, you know what I'm saying? And you know, Stewart don't even have a championship, even though she won MVP last year, man. She still don't have a championship. And she facing the same team that she faced a few years ago and she lost the finals. You know what I'm saying? The Lynx. And she facing them again, man. And I'm trying to see if she can pull it out and finally get that first championship.
Oh yeah, man. And Minnesota, I mean, quietly just assembled, a streak. You know, they look dominant to be in the finals, and this gonna be a good series. A lot of people kind of slowed off the WNBA, when the Clark Reeves saga kind of ended, but we've been watching it nonstop, man. This is gonna be a fun series, and this is what everybody needs to be expecting. Overall, you got two great teams, and my mind is on the Liberty. Of course, Stewie and Sabrina looking like they on a mission, man. They looking like we want it all this year.
Hey man, I wouldn't be surprised, man, on another upset, man. Minnesota, man, balling. You know what I'm
And
saying?
they
I'm have to ride with the Lynx. Not the Lynx, but I'm gonna have to ride with the Liberty too because I feel like, you know what I'm saying, the upset that happened last year with the Aces, man, they got knocked out. I do respect Minnesota, man, and they come out hard in which they was the last what? The last what, maybe what, four champions, man. I think the last championship they won 2018. They just not getting back. So they got something to prove, man. You know what I'm saying? And so they won like 4 championships, man, in the early 2000, going into like 2020. You feel what I'm saying? They stopped at 2018. They won like 4 championships. So you know what I'm saying? Going back, so they hungry. Then Stewart, she hungry. This is her first championship. Inescu, they all hungry, man. So it's gonna be a good matchup, man. I can't wait to watch it, man. You know what I'm saying?
still we looked to possess out there, man. I mean, that closeout game against the Aces, she was taking no prisoners. She was like, bam, bam. I mean, on every end of the court. I mean, this is gonna be a fun finals, and I think this is something that the WNBA has always done. And a lot of people may say, "Hey, people are new to the WNBA. You just catching on with Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese in his rookie class. But for those who have watched the W, you've seen this level of basketball all the time. But now it took a bigger step. I mean, it's like they have a chip on their shoulders, and I'm just getting ready to. Can't wait to see it.
Hey man, and so I'm gonna agree with you on that, man. The ratings have went up, man, for the WNBA, man. The whole situation with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, man, it went through the roof, bro. Like they getting so much ratings. Like I think the when they was in New York, man, the Liberty, man, they hit like 90 million viewers, man. They never had that many in a game, and this wasn't even a Caitlin Clark game. It was a regular, playoffs game, man. And them people started watching, man. Yeah, Spike Lee, man, Tracy Morgan, everybody was at the game, man. So I'm glad they starting to get the recognition they deserve, man. And I'm gonna be tuned in to this finals, man. Try to see what's gonna go on, man. And going forward, I'm gonna be watching most of the games now.
Oh yeah. And what would you say? The Liberty in a sweep part is going to
Hell no,
the.
hell no, hell no. Now you can't sleep on Minnesota. I just told you they won like 4 championships. Coming to it. The last championship they won was 2018. You know what I'm saying? That was just a few years ago. That wasn't even that long. I know it's 2024. It's not a few years ago, but it's still like recent. You feel what I'm saying? So hey man, it's not gonna be a sweep. To be honest, man, I'll be surprised. I won't be surprised if Minnesota gonna take them out. That's only if they can't gel together. Cause man, with Sabrina, man, that's a whole different ball game, man. Cause that girl shoot the lights out, bro. Like she cannot miss. And then she already she got some of her traits from, man. Mama mentality, man. Game on the line. She putting them jacking up them three. She ready to play and she can play defense. So don't sleep on her.
Yep, the dynamic duo, Stu and Sabrina, man. I mean, they look kind of scary out there, man. The Aces, I thought the Aces went in. Hey, we're the two-time champs. We got the reigning MVP. We're gonna come in and just do our thing, but it was a different story.
Shoot, man. What about Jonquel Jones, man? A girl like 6'8", man, shooting threes, 6'10", shooting
Stretch
threes. You
four,
can't
too.
do it. And she dominated Asia in the paint, bro. That's the first time I ever saw somebody dominate Asia Wilson in the paint like that. Like she got the height, she got the size, and she got the shot. How can you defend somebody who's that tall and can shoot the three? You know what I'm saying? And can rebound. So it's gonna be a problem, man, against Collier them up in that paint, man. I can't wait to see that matchup, man, because them girls is tall, man. They dominant, man. They can play some ball up in that paint, man. It's gonna be a brawl up in that middle down there.
They can stretch the floor too. And my problem with Asia, she went into the series with a different mindset. She didn't go. She didn't go into the series as Asia Wilson, the best in the world. She went in her King James mode, wearing King James sneakers, her LeBron mode.
Oh, now he got a name? Wow, I ain't know. I thought it was number 6.
Number 6, we know when
Hey, look.
you.
Hey, thank you, man, for giving my boy a name again, man.
Oh yeah, I give his name for a good reason. When you think like King James, go into his mindset, play his shoes, you get King James prizes. You get lady and gentleman swept. Asia should have went in there as Asia Wilson and not LeBron. That's one of the reasons that damn Aces lost. She went in there with King James playing homage to LeBron, and she didn't look so dominant.
Hey, man, I can agree with you on that, man. From the games that I watched, she did kind of look kind of sluggish, man. She didn't look like herself, man. Like I said, man, Jonquel Jones dominated her in the paint, man. That wasn't a typical Asia Wilson that we normally used to seeing, man. And I felt like she didn't bring her all into that game. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know if they was just tired or what, man. You know what I'm saying? But she just looked kind of sluggish to me.
Yo, and speaking of sluggish, I should say slugfest. NFL Week 5, man. Even though Ashton Jackson didn't get the top play of the week with the Bubba Cats top play, they showed up. Hell got the game of the week. Him and the Bengals, man. So far, and here we is thinking Thursday night, the Falcons versus Bucks was the game of the week for Burrow and Lamar said, "Whole lot of beer. We gonna put on the show." It was goddamn amazing, man. And right now, what do you think is going to happen right now with the Bengals? I mean, we just seen a head coaching change in New York, and they 2-3. The Bengals went 1-4. Do you think they're going to make a coaching change?
I don't know, not at the moment, because I feel like Cincinnati have been playing good football. They just haven't been able to, squeeze out the ending part. You know what I'm saying? It's been maybe about a few games, man, where they made it to the end. Even against Kansas City, man, they could have beat them. You know what I'm saying? You know, referee threw flags, man. Games just didn't go their way. And then with this recent game, man, they had the game. Kicker missed the field goal. They went to OT. You know what I'm saying? And they lost. You know what I'm saying? They lost. So it was. I'm not gonna say Cincinnati is done, man. They showing that they can win. It's just they can't close out right now. They're not closing. They
Yep.
have to close, man, going forward, man. They still got a shot, man. This is a long season, bro. It's only like what, week 5, week 6?
Week 6
You know what
coming
I'm
up.
saying? So they got a long season, man. They got 18 games, man. So they got a long way, you know what I'm saying, to go before they even make the playoffs, man. I believe they're a playoff team, but at the end of the day, man, right now they just got to close out. And right now they just got to figure something out, man, going forward, man, the next few weeks, man, because you don't want to get too far into the season, man, and where you keep losing. And they put up some big numbers. Joe Burrow, man, Jamar Chase put up some big numbers, man, but they just can't close out at the moment, man. But right now, we'll see what they do this coming week.
Yeah, but how about Jamar Chase betting on himself, man? I mean, he going out there. They gonna have to get that man the Brinks truck, the Wells Fargo truck,
Hey, man.
and platinum.
Hey, he damn sure came through for me this week. I had Jamar Chase and Burrow on my fantasy. So hey, they put up 60 points together. Just the two of them. So they put up like 65 points, just them two. So man, they got hot, man. You know what I'm saying? 5 touchdowns, man. 1 interception from Joe Burrow. You know what I'm saying? 2 touchdowns from Jamar Chase. Like yeah, like almost 200 yards. I think he was like 192. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? They had an outstanding game. They just couldn't close, man. But they showing signs that they can put the pressure on you, bro. They just gotta close.
I mean, coming to week 6, a lot of teams got some to look forward to, motivation to, no more so than the damn San Diego Chargers. I mean, with the new Harbaugh regime, quarterback whisperer, you thought him and Herbert were gonna link up. I mean, it just looked like they was worse than last year. I don't know if it's the whole formula Harbaugh's doing. They just don't look like a damn NFL team right
Now, speaking of the Chargers, man, they lost a lot of weapons, man. When Eckler left, and then you had Keenan Allen went to Chicago, man. So a lot of their top guys, man, just left, man. And so I don't even think I don't even know who the receivers are, man. I think they got a few guys, man. I don't even know their names, man. At this point, so bad. I know they got J.K. Dobbins, man, from Ohio State. You know what I'm saying? And they can gel together, man. But you still need a passing game. I don't even know the guys that's on the team, man. But I had to release Justin Herbert, man, on my fantasy because
now. Oh, in our
I
fantasy.
had to. I ended up picking up Dak Prescott because Dak, even though people look at Cowboys like they, in a situation, they lose and whatever, but fantasy wise, Dak Prescott actually is a good quarterback doing fantasy. He put up big numbers on fantasy football, but people looking at stuff on TV like, oh, they losing or they struggling, but shoot, man, if you look at Dak numbers, he putting up some numbers for you to win on fantasy. So hey, I had to pick him up. I dropped Herbert, got Dak, you know what I'm saying? Because Dak still got CD he can throw to, but who Herbert throwing to? I don't even know the receiver's name out there. LA right now. So man, and then they got a jail together, man. Jim Harbaugh just got there. So I'm not gonna put them on a high pedestal at the moment, man. They're in the same situation as New England right now, man. They just ground zero, man, trying to start from the bottom up, man. Hopefully they can do something later on in the future or something.
Yeah, and quickly on the Eagle, I heard they made a quarterback change. Jacoby's sitting, they finna start Drake.
Damn right. They need to. Because at the end of the day, Jacoby had proven, man, he can't get the job done, man. So Mayo, this is his first time head coach. First of all, he's a black guy. We don't even get that many chances in the league like that. Our max time is what, 2 years max, and you out the door. So hey, hey man, he gotta do something, man. And not saying that Jacoby is bad, but at the end of the day, man, you gotta at least see what this kid can do, man. He's coming in, man. Most of the rookie that came out of the drafts, they starting. You got Caleb with him, he's starting. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, McCarthy went down out for the season. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of these rookies, man, they doing good, man. You know what I'm saying, in the game. So now everybody's trying to wonder what he can do. You know what I'm saying? Because they have yet to see what he can do on the field with the starters. Yeah, you saw it in preseason, but that's just preseason. Then he playing with second stringers. Everybody wants to see what he can do with the first team. So I'm looking forward to see what he can do on that field, man, come Sunday.
And given that change, I wonder, did it come from up top from Kraft, or did it let Mayo make his decision? Because Mayo said from the beginning he wanted to protect the kid. He was going to play him later in the year, but I guess that time is now. And I guess we got to see what Drake and New England go do the next coming week. And backtracking to, I know you got Dak on your team, and you did mention CD. Are they beefing? Because, you read them lips of CD. He told him, saw a pro throw in that game.
Man, for the last few weeks, man, even though CD and him had a few touchdowns the week before, man, it's just like, I don't know what's going on in that locker room between CD and Dak, man, right now, man, because that's not the first time they've been doing that this year, this same year. And like, I feel like they're going to get something going. You know what I'm saying? Like I try to tell people, don't judge teams this early in the season, man. You know what I'm saying? Because right now they're still trying to find themselves, man. And like after week 8, then you can judge these guys, because after week 8, everything is a playoff push. It's not no, oh man, who am I trying to know, man? The first few weeks in the season, then you try to figure out who you is and who you are, man, what you can do. But after week 8, that second half of the season, that's a playoff push. Now you trying to figure out, can you make the playoffs or not? You know what I'm saying? So right now, they're gonna have their little moments, man, where they not getting along, yelling at each other, man. But at the end of the day, all wins count. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if you kick a field goal, you lose by a safety. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, man. You want to take your dubs early. You know what I'm saying? And so later on, you have to worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Beat your division, win your division. You know you making the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, if you out there beefing, man, it's gonna be a tough season, man.
Yeah, tough season all along in the NFL. But I got to tell you, man, you made a good point. Week 8 is around that threshold when teams, you're in that halfway mark when you know who's legit, who's making the playoffs, and who's playing for the draft. Right now, winning is not so-called the best deodorant in Dallas right now, because that beef right there on national TV, multiple weeks, and the body language, you better, if you're a Dallas fan, you better hope they can get it together.
Hey, but at the end of the day, man, after all that beat, they end up pulling out, man. That hit the last second touchdown, man. They pulled their game out. So, they can beef. You know what I'm saying? That's just the part of the game, man. But like I say, they got 3 more weeks to prove themselves. You know what I'm saying? So, we're going to see what they can do going forward.
Yeah, and I think Tom Brady said it best last week in that broadcast booth. Sometimes you got to bring each other outside your comfort zone. You got to butt heads. But Dallas, they did win. You can't take it away from there. But right now, that chemistry, that I hope they get it together.
Now, to be honest, I think I gotta play James in a few weeks. I don't think they need to get that together right now. I got you this weekend, so hey, you better put your best roster together. I know you slick too. I see what you do. You put all your best players in your lineup because you facing me. Why you gotta do that, bro? Like, it's all good, bro. You know what I'm saying? I see what you did there. Everybody do that. Everybody do it. When they play me, they put their best lineup together.
Got number 1 seed right now in the fantasy league right now.
Yeah, 4-1. I got a big surprise for you, man, in the coming weeks, man. Got a big surprise for me. I had to get it for myself, but I'm gonna show you on the podcast. I ain't gonna show you, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you right here on the Bubblecast. So I got a big present I want to show you, but it's a gift from your boy.
I'm gonna look forward to it.
All right.
Speaking of gifts, as we close the show, nobody acted the food this week, so it's no bust your bubble.
Nah, no bust your bubble. I'm so mad, man. Boy, I'm on that. I be waiting.
And we want to close the show with the Heisman Trophy. It's a lot of candidates out there right now. This is around the time where the Heisman talk is prepping up. It's week 7 in college football. We put the little package for the top 4 people that we think are in the Heisman candidates. You guys may differ. We can talk about it in the comment section. Let's check it out. Our 4 top candidates in the Heisman running. You see Cam in there from Miami. Had a great comeback. Travis Hunter playing good on both ends. Arch Manning got Texas in #1, and looks like the job is his for the remaining season because I don't think Ear was coming back.
Nah, he done. I think he done, man, because the game that he went out, even though Arch came in towards the end, he lit it up toward the end, man, and then he came out the next game and lit it up again. So I'm like, nah, I think he definitely. And I hate that happened to him because he was a starter and he was a high pick. You know what I'm saying? And he still can go in the draft because I think he's supposed to leave out this year. You know what I'm saying? Coming up. So, and that is Art's team right now. So at the end of the day, man, he's still coming out. And that will be Art's team next season. You know what I'm saying? And can go to the NFL, man, and see what team. Because even though he got hurt, he still got a high draft pick. Or
Yeah, he's
like
a top draft
stop.
pick.
So it's not like he's a bad QB. Like injuries happen, bro. So that's expected to happen, man. And I hate that happened to him. You know what I'm saying? But everybody know what he can do. You know what I'm saying? And the NFL scouts know what he can do. So I mean, he's still going. I think his injury pushed him back a little bit. I don't think he's gonna be top 5 no more. You know what I'm saying? But he's still gonna go into the pros, man, and hopefully he can get to a decent team, man. You still got Miami, man. I don't know what they're gonna do with New Orleans with Derek Carr. He just got hurt. You know what I'm saying? And I think New Orleans may be looking for their future. Then you got the Raiders, out there in Las Vegas, man. They may be looking for their future. So you got 3 teams, man. They may be looking for some hot quarterbacks coming up this upcoming draft.
Even though he got that big contract, the Giants still not too sold on Danny Dimes, David.
Yeah. And they just got neighbors, man. And I like that connection, man. Daniel Jones is getting neighbors the ball a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm mad. I didn't even get him in fantasy, man. Yeah, I kind of slept on him, but he actually doing good. But he hurt right now, so I was like, damn. I wish I could have got that dude on fantasy, man.
Yep. And the funny thing about it, with the quarterback carousel, Carr better look over his shoulder right now because Spencer Rattler, I know he's on the 3rd screen chart in New Orleans. I'm hearing talk that he had an impressive workout. As a Falcon fan, I don't want to see no part of any Saints getting any impressive workout. You want the whole team to suck.
Oh yeah. Hey man, I got 2 teams that I feel like I know Dion spoke on the before, and he said he didn't want his son going to no cold cities, playing for no cold states, with that brutal cold weather like Chicago, New York, and anywhere up top, Philly. And guess who are the 2 top candidates, man? They probably can't get them, man. In warm states, you got a dome in New Orleans, and Derek Carr maybe, he on the decline.
Yeah.
Then you got Tua in Miami. So, what you think about prime time in Miami, man? Prime
Well,
time 2.0 in Miami, man.
I don't know, man. With Shedeur, man,
The door, man. Come
when the
on.
season pans out, I think you notice I didn't have him in the top. We didn't have him in the top 4 candidates. That Colorado player was Travis Hunter, and people noticed it in
Yes,
the video.
it was. And
I
I
got
want to ask you, I want to ask you, do you feel like Shador not getting the recognition because he haven't beat a top opponent yet? Like he beat Baylor, he beat,
UFC. Well,
Colorado State, what I'm saying, UCF. And what I'm saying, and a lot of people feeling that he haven't beat a top opponent yet for him for his draft stock to show. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, man, when you getting ready to leave out, man, you gotta knock off like at least one of the top opponents to get that draft stock to go up some more. You know what I'm saying? Because we all know what you can do, but can you pull out one of the big wins, man? And so, do you think that's hurting his chances?
I don't really think it is. Part of me with that whole Colorado team is humility. You know, and grace. They seem like they got confidence in spades, but the season is still young, even though it's coming up week 7 in college football. They got a lot of games to play, but you're right. He needs that marquee win against that marquee team. And most importantly, he needs to win the Big 12. Colorado needs to win the Big 12 this year, and we can see where he may go in the draft. Me personally, again, I want no hate. So whoever watched this, don't send me no hate mail or leave no
I'm gonna
bad
hate
comments.
you right now because I already know what you about to say.
Shadar to me is a 3rd round, 4th round pick, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No, man.
I don't
No,
see
it's
him being
not.
a day 1 quarterback. I don't see him being. And
Versus
it's
the
not a bad
quarterbacks
thing.
that's playing right now, Shador is like top 5 QB right now.
I
What
got
other
him.
quarterback was you got? Archman who just started. You got for Tennessee. You got Milrow for Alabama. That's where
Miami
am I going? That's like 4 guys. So who the
Miami,
rest?
Miami quarterback Cam. You got Eras in front of him, even though Eras is hurt. He gonna be
He's
drafted.
hurt. So that
He's
his draft stock went down.
He's still going. He's still going over Shador though.
He going late 2nd round. That injury puts him to the 2nd round. I'm sorry to say that.
I think he's going 1st round, and
1st round win. Well, to the end of the 1st round. It's not gonna be early.
it may be
Everybody
late.
got a quarterback right now. It's only 3 teams. It's only 3 legitimate teams that I can say that's looking for the quarterback. Like I said, it's the Raiders, Saints, and Miami. Because the Tua situation. Not saying Tua's not coming back or he's gonna retire. It's just his situation is he a liability at this point. So NFL teams don't want to put their trust into a guy that's getting knocked out every 2 or 3 games. You feel what I'm saying? So there's no future in the guy that's getting knocked out every few games. Now you got the Raiders, Gardner Minshew, and I'm like, what the hell? They ain't even got no competition out there. Then Derek Carr, he hurt at the moment. I don't even know the backup name out there. So even if he got to come in and sit on the bench, man, he still those 3 teams. I feel like they're gonna be they in need for a quarterback like ASAP.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. But you're right. Those 3 top teams that have a quarterback, just the quarterback is pretty much solid. Now, the jury may still be out on Minnesota because we don't know how McCarthy's going to come in for the injury.
I believe McCarthy will be all right. That was an unfortunate injury, bro. So, because he was playing good, you know what I'm saying, until he got hurt. So, not saying that he can't do it. Then, of course, you got Justin Jefferson, man. Come on, bro. Like, then look how the offensive line got Darnold looking, man. I wasn't even expecting him to play like that.
Oh yeah, Darnold, his 14 in 7 years. I mean,
yeah, in that situation. But like I say, man, some quarterbacks need a better system, man, they can play in. So I guess Minnesota, the team that he can thrive with.
and I guess it's the in conclusion of the end of the show. I guess no bubble wrap up. It's been a no one messed up for the bubble, bust your bubble. And no final thoughts or parting shots. I guess fam, Bubba Cast Nation. Like I said, this is a quick week. We're gonna come back with a bigger show next podcast. A lot more topics to talk about. But thank you for joining us. Just want to say for the men and women here at the Bubba Cast with your boy Professor D.
Well, big money E, man.
Fam, thank you for joining us. We'll be back again, better than ever next week, next podcast. Again, I know I said in the last podcast we're gonna have a new formula. We just now put that together. So the next podcast we go Dave Brewery. can't wait to show what you got, what we got, and look forward to a better and better show each and every time. So, fam, thank you for joining us. Yes, we'll see you next time. Peace out.
Deuce.
The Bubblecast is proudly made in the great state of Georgia.